Hey friends, let's learn tarot together. My first recommendation is to get the Rider-Waite tarot deck. It can be really tempting to get a cool, unique alternate art version for your first deck. It's cool, that's fine. Just make sure that you also have a traditional Rider-Waite deck. The reason being that it is extremely helpful to start with a deck that the art style shows the story that tarot is trying to convey, because it does tell a story from start to finish. The art style has less ambiguity in the Rider-Waite deck. Let me give you some examples. I'm not picking on any of these decks. I love these decks and I'm very attached to them. My first ever deck was this Wild Unknown tarot deck, and this is the Four of Pentacles. Based on the picture, what do we think that means? Okay, well, we have some stars. You are familiar with pentacles. We can say we know that they're pentacles, and they're all connected together with some lines that are colorful. Just based off of art alone, I would assume that this card means the stars are aligning for something to happen. That's not what it means. What about this one? This one is the Fountain Tarot deck. This one at least has words on it. It says Four of Coins, so we know that these are coins and not plates, like I would assume based off of the picture without the Four of Coins written on it. There's a tent. It's kind of shanty. It's in the middle of the snow, and there are four pentacles inside. So what can we assume based on this picture? Maybe this is an abandoned tent. Maybe somebody is homeless. Also incorrect based on the definitions. So let's look at the traditional Rider-Waite depiction. Obviously this one's mini, I apologize. What do we see in this picture? We see a man. He's got kind of a little bit of a frown on his face. He looks a bit stubborn, or maybe like annoyed or suspicious. He is holding tight to this golden disc. One can only assume this is money. He has his feet on two more coins, and he's got one balanced on his head. He's wearing a crown, so we can assume that he's abundant, or he has been abundant in the past. He's just kind of sitting there, kind of stuck. He can't move away from these pentacles. So what can we assume from this? We can get maybe an air of stubbornness. We can get, at the very least, this person is quite frugal, focused on his finances and discerning with his money. And at the very most, we can get that he is maybe a little selfish, a little money hoarding, and definitely very focused on his coin and not trying to share. You can see how it's different. You can see how it's easier to tell the story in the traditional Rider-Waite version. You can go to your local spiritual store, or even on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and probably find both of those. I recommend shopping local if that's an option, but you totally don't have to. And I believe that's all that